Welcome back everyone, I'm Capacitor Games and this is EVE Online. I'm in my Vargur, but we are not doing a regular level 4 mission today. Oh no, this is the place and this is the hour. It is finally time for us to do another one of the level 4 epic arcs. And as you may be able to tell from the Amarr banners and the stained glass windows behind my ship, we are indeed deep within the Amarr Empire, ready to embark upon the level 4 Amarr epic arc. It's been well over a year since we did one of the epic arcs on this channel, and indeed it's been over a year since I produced a video on how to grind up your standings to open up these arcs. So sorry for the wait, but we're here now and that's all that really matters. I have never done this epic arc before. There's an admission of guilt. I have no idea what to expect, so this is going to be a bit of an adventure for all of us. The only thing I do know is that the enemies are Sansha's nation, and that is going to present us with a few problems, and I shall discuss what these problems are once I open the fitting panel. Okay, the problems are that Sansha's nation predominantly deal EM and thermal damage. They do energy neutralizing to empty our capacitor and turn all our modules off, and they do tracking disruption, which will lower the range and tracking of our gun turrets. So that is three bad things, especially for Vargurs, because as we see, EM and thermal are our lowest resistances. Now I could have fitted an EM and thermal hardeners, but then that would need 2 slots for shield hardeners, and it would only push these up to about 74, so going from 63 to 74, is that better or worse than having a shield boost amplifier, which increases your shield boost bonus by 36%? I thought I would rather have a shield boost amp than slightly better resistances, and the shield boost we are using is an extra large shield booster too, and when married with the Bastion module and the shield boost amplifier, this is repairing 2,491 hit points per 5 seconds, which works out as a smidge under 500 hit points a second. This is a ridiculously strong tank, but as I said, this is a level 4 epic arc, and we have known from previous experience that the damage in these epic arcs is absolutely brutal, and we know from right now experience that we'll be taking quite a lot of damage because we have fairly low EM and thermal resistances. So that's why I've done that with the tank. Now, to get over their tracking disruption, I have fitted a tracking computer and I have optimal range and tracking speed scripts on board my ship just in case we need them. But if I was to use this ship with 800mm autocannons, even with this tracking computer, there is a very strong chance that I would be tracking disrupted so hard that our guns would have a shorter range than the orbit range of the enemies, and that's bad, especially when we will be held in place by a Bastion module. So for that reason, I've changed the weapons to 4 1400mm howitzer artillery 2s. With a fall-off range, with the unscripted tracking computer on, fall-off range is 133 kilometers, which is nice because our targeting range is 131.63. So this goes all the way out to our targeting range, which is great. So the hope then is that even if we get tracking disrupted, we'll still have enough range to be able to hit them. If not, then we can pop an optimal range script, but I think they will be within range to hit us because of the third problem with these guys, which is their energy neutralizing. The energy newts usually on NPCs have a range of around 35 to 40 kilometers, so I expect they will be wanting to get within energy neutralizing range. So hopefully, even though they're tracking disrupting us, that means our fall off range will still be long enough to hit them in that range, which is great. And another good thing about that is that when they are trying to get within range to us, they will be on direct approach, which means that the tracking should not be as big of an issue as it could be. And to aid all of that, we have the cheat module, the large micro jump drive, so we'll be teleporting ourselves 100 kilometers away from them and hopefully hitting them as they approach to get within energy newt range. No idea how this is going to work, but that's what we're going to do. Obviously, I'm not going to be looting and salvaging this. These modules are just here because I couldn't think of anything else to put on the ship, so they won't be being used. That's why I've turned them off. And the micro jump drive won't be on all the time, so the ship is fairly cap stable at 45.7. Obviously, if something gets close enough to newt us, that may drop. So I wanted it stable with everything running because I don't want the shields to turn off and explode. So to that end I fitted a large cap battery too, and also cap batteries reduce the amount that you get energy drained by 25%, though of course the plan is not to let anything get within that range. And we have 3 capacitor flux coil 2s in the low slots, just to help it be cap stable. And there's a Tech 1 cap control circuit here. It has to be Tech 1 because we have a Tech 2 burst aerator which increases rate of fire and therefore DPS. And the other 2 things we have for DPS, I've been a little bit naughty. I have spent some money and I have fitted 2 Republic Fleet gyro stabilizers, because we needed 3 cap flux coils to be cap stable. As we see, turn 1 off, it only lasts for 5 minutes. So I could have just gone for Tech 2, but Tech 2 drops the DPS to something like 1560 or something like that, so these ones are quite expensive, but every little helps, especially when you're doing a level 4 arc. DPS 1631 all the way out to 133 kilometers. Right, that's enough prep talk. Let's do this arc. Let's undock and visit the agent in space. Here she is. We'll just warp here.
Warp drive active.
And of course, because it's Sansha's, we'll be firing EMP large ammo, which does predominantly EMP, a little bit of kinetic, a little bit of explosive. It's not pure EM, but it's good enough. We hope. We shall see. And like many of the arcs, this features agents in spaceships. Not much else to see in this location. It's a little bit boring. Well, let's talk to the agent. And she says, yes, I have something for you. Greetings, pilot. Her Majesty's Ministry of Internal Order wants your aid. My fellow agent is currently investigating Sansha's nation activity in Corazor region, specifically in the Mayan territories. Are you willing to lend help to his investigation? Well, yes we are. He is 3 jumps away, and all we have to do for this mission is to go and speak to him. So that's a nice easy start to this epic arc. We're getting paid $1 million ISK for doing this, with another 932,000 if we get there within 6 hours, so let's accept that, and I'll see you in 3 jumps time. Okay, we have made it safe and sound to 3 jumps. We're just coming into docking range of this Amarr station, and we shall talk to the second agent in the arc.
Docking permission requested. Docking request accepted.
This is the guy we need. Mission 1 complete. 1.9 million in the bank, no damage taken. That's what we like to see. She says, ah, a Capsuleer are you? Fortunate. I am Candace Sandar, Ministry of Internal Order officer in charge of pirate affairs in this area. Under normal circumstances, I would send you to one of our many agents for proper work, but I have a special task for you. I am waiting for one of my investigators. He is now several hours overdue in delivering his reports. Fly out to his last known location. Despite whatever you may find there, I need those reports. Okay, so we have to go and pick up one lot of reports. It's in this system, which is 3 jumps away, because of course it is. Why would anything be in the same system? And we're getting paid 1 million ISK for this, plus another 1.59 if we complete it within 6 hours, so let's accept. And I'll see you in another 3 jumps, I suppose. Alright, we made it the 3 jumps to the mission system. Let's walk to the mission location.
Warp drive active.
And this pop-up says, as you come upon the battle site, you immediately see why the previous investigator was so late. His ship has been reduced to wreckage. The Sansha's nation ships responsible are picking it over. Eliminate the Sansha ships and retrieve the investigator's reports. Right, so that means I'm going to turn on all my stuff right away. We shall see when we land how far away the bad guys are. If they're a little bit too close, we shall be micro jump driving out of the way. Let's see, let's zoom out a bit. Okay, there's not very many of them for a level 4 arc. These guys are way too close to me. I don't like that, so I'm just going to double click in the way we're facing and pop the micro jump drive and get 100 kilometers away from them. Because that looks like it's within newt range. They haven't noticed we're here yet, so that's good. Pew! Alright, now they're a little bit further away. Let's hold control, drag a box, pop the bastion. I'm gonna try and blap these frigates first, I think. Get the battleships last, because these frigates will very likely be warp jammers, and we don't want to get warp jammed in a level 4 epic arc, or indeed any level 4. Well, we've missed 4 times because they haven't noticed we're here. Now they're going to get hit because they're on approach. That's more like it. Okay, we're missing all the frigates. Not good. Now we're hitting them. And that was without us being tracking disrupted, so not the best start. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. Okay, these guys have bounty. Let's go for the cheaper ones first. Then we'll kill the most expensive one, just in case there are reinforcement triggers. As I said, I'm not going to loot and salvage any of the missions on this arc, because I can't be bothered. I have not brought my Noctis. And I reckon that the final reward from the epic arc and the agent paying bounty will be more than enough money. I don't need to scrabble for every single ISK. You can if you want, of course. I didn't do it on the first 2 epic arcs we've done on this channel, and I'm certainly not going to do it on this one. Okay, one more ship. Possibly, we think, maybe. I'm not seeing a loot can, so I don't know where to get these reports from. No, we seem to be hitting the battleships just fine. Massive chunks being taken out of them. Oh, there we go. Surprise, surprise. Bad guys. I'm going to take out the cruisers first, because I think these guys might track and disrupt us, and I would rather kill the things that are easier to kill. Hey, we managed to kill that guy before he even noticed we were here, so that was good. And just lock everything up. I'm not seeing any tracking disruption icons, so this is good. I am seeing lots of lasers that are missing our ship, so that's also good. So far so good. The epic arc epic tank seems to be working fine. Shields wise, this ship only has about 10,000, and this shield booster repairs 2.5 per cycle. So we can lose a quarter of our shields and it will repair it in a single cycle. This is ludicrously over tanked, but we're still pushing out 1600 DPS. Okay, there's a single Plague Lord and 3 Beast Lords. I think I'll get rid of the Beast Lords because single ships always make me suspicious. 1 cheap ship and 3 expensive ones makes me think that the cheap one might be the trigger. If indeed there is a trigger, I have no idea. I've never done this arc. I have not done very much reading up on it at all. There's another Beast Lord. Nothing is tracking disrupted us, and nothing has got close enough to... Well, of course, as soon as I say that, we get the tracking disruption icon. So what is our range? The range has been reduced from 134 down to 100. And that is with 1 tracking disruptor on us. Not
module
good.
Has run out of charges.
Okay, now we've got to wait 10 seconds for our guns to reload.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
Not bad, considering we've killed all these ships in a single reload. Not bad at all. And 2. There it goes, he's dead. Okay, no more triggers from the expensive ships. Let's see if I was right. Let's see if this cheap ship is the trigger for the next wave. If there is a next wave, don't know. There was a next wave, and it was the cheap ship. And we have 3 loyal butchers and 3 dark lords, so we'll get rid of the butchers first. We're probably going to miss them. No, oh, no, good. One of them's on approach. That's okay, you can approach me all you want, Mr. Frigate. When you're yellow box, you're on direct approach, and it makes you very easy to hit, even with artillery, as we see. Not quite one shot, but close enough. Right, let's just lock up the Dark Lords. Well, these are like 1 million ISK each in bounty, so we're going to get plenty of money from this mission. The only time to worry about this tank is if it's not constantly here, because we know that it repairs a quarter of our entire shields every 5 seconds. If it's not full, then we're in deep trouble. That means that 500 hit points a second rep and 65% resist is not enough to deal with incoming damage, and that means we're in deep doo-doo. But so far, so good. I'm still not seeing any cargo containers, so don't know where we're going to get these reports from. Maybe this will be one of the missions where they just teleport aboard our ship, magically. We shall find out once everything's dead. One more ship after this one explodes. There he goes. Well, nothing's got close enough to neuter us. We've only been tracking disrupted for a little while, so our strategy seems to be working. Okay, mission complete. The reports have indeed teleported into our cargo. And you will notice in my cargo I have brought a data and relic analyzer with us, because you never know with these epic arcs, sometimes they make you hack stuff. Right, let's turn everything off. That went very well indeed. So I'll see you in 3 jumps time. Okay, made it back to the agent system, nice and safe. Let's see what he has for us now. Okay, we completed the mission and he says, the Sansha ambush is disturbing. The Sansha that frequent this region are usually nothing more than rampaging drones, salvaging for parts and human lives wherever they can find it. But an attack on my Investigator implies purpose. So let's get the next mission. He now says, these reports suggest that a group of Sansha's nation ships were seen heading for a listening outpost owned by one Lord Turaj Mian, a local slaveholder. The Sansha must have killed my agent to prevent this information from getting out. Head over to the outpost and give the Sansha a surprise. Alright, and the objective is destroy all attacking Sansha ships. Right, seek and destroy, easy. We're being paid 1 million ISK with another 1.46 if we do it within 6 hours. It, of course, is 3 jumps away, because why wouldn't it be? So let's accept. Undock. And I'll see you in another 3 jumps. Right, we've made it to the mission system nice and safe. Let's just warp there.
Warp drive active.
And this pop-up says, just as reported, the Sansha ships have surrounded and are firing on a small outpost. Curiously, the outpost looks to be almost a century old, and you aren't reading any life signs from it. Strange. Let's just turn everything on because we know we're cap stable. And we'll see what distance we're at from these bad guys. We'll just be prepared to micro jump drive immediately, as we did in the previous mission, because it worked rather well. Again, it's very similar to the previous mission. Okay, we're very close to these guys, so let's just double click straight ahead. And we'll just go 100 kilometers away. Goodbye. Yes, okay, they've seen me. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Okay, and we've gone. And we are tracking disrupted to all hell. Yes, and our fall-off range is 15 kilometers. Wow. That is quite the thing. Let's pop the auto range script and Bastion up. Turn it on. And now it's 20 kilometers. This is not going well. Luckily, they do have cycle times on these. Let's just preload the guns, and as soon as we get a lock, we'll hopefully blap something. Good, that's one gone. Luckily for us, they do not keep us tracking disrupted. They do have cycle times on them. Good. Right, well, that's a relief. The 3 frigate, I mean, that was brutal. Even in Bastion mode, which increases it, and with a Tech 2 scripted tracking computer, our range was down to 20 kilometers. So as I said, if we had brought an 800mm fit, we would have been in deep trouble. Okay, what have we got? 2 Plague Lords and a Beast Lord. Well, I'm going to assume the Beast Lord is the trigger, so let's get rid of the Plague Lords instead. Okay, so tracking disruption, big problem. Of course, one way around that is to not bring a Vargur, to bring something like a Golem, which uses missiles, and missiles don't get affected by tracking disruption. Over the past few years, we do now have missile disruption modules, but the NPCs have never been upgraded to use them, so yeah. A Golem would have made this very easy. I mean, it's not particularly difficult now, but a Golem would laugh at their tracking disruption attempts. We could even have played around with a fully passive Golem fit, with a passive shield regen or something insane like that. then it wouldn't care about the tracking disruption or the energy neutralizing. But the Vargur seems to be working just fine. And we'll see how many reinforcements pop in when this guy explodes, which will hopefully be soon. We do seem to be missing him, which is rather annoying. There he goes. Right, let's get the frigates. They're 100 kilometers away. As you know, the first lot of frigates disrupted us, so I'm assuming this lot are going to try and do the same. So let's just get rid of them as soon as we can. That's one. That's two. Good, one-shotted it. Ah, you missed. Okay, it's good. That's three frigates. Let's just get rid of this one as well. Jolly good. Okay, we have two Plague Lords and two Beast Lords. Let's go for the Plague Lords because they're cheaper and should be theoretically easier to kill. Well, we managed to escape being tracking disrupted by these reinforcement frigates, so that's great. I think these missiles may be kinetic. I'm going to reload my guns as soon as the cycles are finished. I've turned off the enemy damage notifications because I don't really care. But I think they might be firing kinetic missiles at us. Right, we've reloaded. Let's unload in the general direction of the enemy. Some solid hits right there. That's what we like to see. One more bad guy, then I'm assuming there's going to be further waves. This is an epic arc after all. There he goes. And indeed another. Okay, these guys are actually outside of our target range. That's not great. We'll just have to wait for them to come within targeting range. That's not a problem. If we turn Bastion off and just kind of go straight up, that should cut the range. As soon as Bastion finishes, we'll pop micro jump drive and hopefully triangulate ourselves a little bit closer to these guys. Not too close, of course. Okay, we're on the move, and let's go. There we go, that's better. Let's Bastion up, lock them up, and shoot them. 4 frigates and 3 overlords. That's 1 frigate dead, that's good. That's 2 frigates dead, almost a third. There's a third. Let's just lock up the battleships. Alright, so far so good. I could have just waited down where we were before and waited for these guys to come within targeting range, but I got bored, so I just micro jump drive closer to them. And we picked the exact right direction to micro jump drive, which was nice. Didn't want to get too close in case they tracking disrupted or neuted us. I'm missing rather a lot, even though he's well inside fall off. It's annoying. It's because they're red box and they're kind of orbiting us slowly. They'll be doing like a big spiral. So the angular is pretty decent. I haven't bothered turning the angular velocity column on because I don't really care that much. Now we're hitting that guy okay. Right, let's see. This is wave 3. And they seem to be appearing all over the place. If we're unlucky, they'll appear right on top of us. That'd be bad if there is indeed a next wave. No, okay. It looks like we can complete this one remotely. Let's complete it remotely. And he says, I've taken the liberty of examining your ship's logs. That outpost was unmanned, in disrepair, and not particularly valuable. There's no reason a group of marauders would attack it. There must be something else going on here. Let's request the next stage. I'll just reload my guns while I do that. And he says, this needs to be taken care of quickly. Another group of Sansha's nation ships have launched an attack. This time, they've targeted a slave convoy belonging to us, and take a guess, it belongs to Lord Turaj Mayan. However, we've got word that an unusual ship has joined the Sansha in the attack. The transmission cut off before we could get concrete details on who or what it was, but I'm willing to bet it's the commander of the bunch. The fleet is large, but should be a non-issue for a capsuleer. Stop the Sansha and their commander. It is in this system, which is fantastic. We're getting paid $1 million ISK, with another 1.38 if we do it within 6 hours. So let's accept remotely and go straight to the mission site.
Warp drive active.
Cool. So it's just another go there and blow everything up mission. The third in a row, which is nice. I like when epic arcs are mostly combat and not warping around and hacking stuff, because that's just boring busy work. So it'll be exactly the same tactics as we've been using so far. We'll just micro jump drive out of range. Oh my god, that's a lot of ships. And they're very close, so we'll just double click in the way we're... No, we'll go straight up. Straight up, please. And go quickly. Come on. Right, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I don't care about the slave transports. And now we'll come to Hot Bastion. And we'll try and get rid of the frigates first, I think. Just in case they want to track and disrupt us, like the previous lot did. That would be annoying. Then we'll do the cruisers, then the battle cruisers. I don't think the battle cruisers track and disrupt, but I think the cruisers and battleships do. So frigates first, then cruisers, then battle cruisers, then battleships. Good, everything's on approach. That's good, I think. I want to say it's good. Okay, yeah, that's good. Right, that's all the frigates out the way. Let's smash some cruisers. Well, we one-shotted that guy, literally, so that was nice. Missed that guy, that's annoying. And missed that guy again. Alright. Going well so far. We are missing rather a lot, and that's without us being tracking disrupted in any way. Now, are these loyals elite? Yes, they are. Okay. But it's not really doing them too much good. Let's lock up all the battle cruisers, all 3 of them. Juggernaut is just a basic ship, so this guy should just disintegrate. No, almost one-shotted it. Not quite though. And let's get rid of the elite cruiser. And oh dear, more guys have warped in. This is not good. So more frigates to destroy. Let's just pop these battle cruisers, because battle cruisers should be squishy, and we have to wait for the targeting speed to target the frigates anyway. Right, let's get some DPS off the field before we go for the frigates. It's another frigate. I have not target locked. Okay, that's 2 of the 3 initial battle cruisers dead. That's 3 of them dead. Right, let's get rid of all these frigates. There's another battle cruiser there. More cruisers there. I don't think any more battleships warped in. Although I can't say that with a huge amount of confidence because I didn't count them. Let's just get rid of all these frigates. There we go. Is that all the frigates? Yep. There's a torturer there. Maybe we should think about getting rid of these battleships before they get any closer. Right, let's reload the guns and start working on battleships. Wow, these Dreadlords are over 1 million. We'll just knock down a couple of these battleships. I mean, wow, okay, we seem to be hitting these guys just fine. There's the commander. I'm not sure if he was here when we walked in or not. Let's just take him in distance order, closest to furthest away. A, because I don't want them to get any closer and start neutralising me, and B, because they're easier to hit when they're closer. I think we'll just whittle down the battleships sort of within like 65 kilometres, and then we'll get rid of these 2 or 3 cruisers that are hanging around. And there he goes. And let's get rid of these 2 Centum Loyal Slaughterers, because they will be elite. Because I think loyal means elite when it comes to Sansha. Indeed it does. Not that it did him much good. We killed him with 1 volley over 4 weapons, which is good. And we'll just target lot the commander. The commander's worth 1.2 million, so that's pretty cool. Pop. And that's brought in more bad guys, because of course it did. Quite a lot more stuff. Okay, I think we've got enough time to get rid of this Dark Lord. Then we'll get rid of this frigate, even though it's not actually aggressed. Okay, maybe we'll get rid of the cruisers. Yeah, let's get rid of the cruisers. Maybe that will wake the frigate up as well. The commander is getting rather close, so I'm going to reload and then we'll kill him. I hope it doesn't spawn a massive wave of bad guys. That frigate and cruiser still haven't noticed that we're here. And if they have, they're not paying any attention. Wow, did we just 2-shot a commander battleship? Or did he warp out? What just happened there? Did we destroy it? I'm not seeing the wreck. No pop-up about what happened. That was weird. And the agent screen has popped up and he says you need to finish your current mission, don't talk to me until then. I'm like, you phoned me. You popped up on my screen. Don't you be giving me attitude, mister. Right, so apparently that's the end of that mission. But we're still killing a ship, so he's popped up a little bit prematurely. And now everything's dead. Let's complete this mission. He says, good job, but it's not over yet. I've got a lock on the commander that ran away. Right, mystery solved. He did run away. Let's request the next mission. He says, okay, we have his location. Follow the bookmark and take him down. Chase down the Sansha commander. It is 4 jumps away because of course it is. And we're getting paid another 1 million ISK with another 1.37 if we do it within 6 hours. So let's accept remotely. Close this and I shall see you in 4 jumps time. Okay, we made it several jumps to the mission location. We're on the way to the mission. So let's just turn everything on and hope we don't land in the middle of a big ball of bad guys. We have landed in the middle of a big ball of bad guys. It's not great, so let's just double click in the way we're moving. And go micro jump drive. Come on, move. Let's go, let's go. Okay, they're warp jamming us, but luckily for us, these NPCs only point, they don't scram. If they were actually scramming us, then they would have turned off our micro jump drive, and that would be bad. Let's put Bastion on, lock him up, wait for the tracking disruption cycles to end, because currently our fall off range is 23 kilometers. The cycles are quite long, but they do only seem to actually have a range of around 50 or 60 kilometers. Once we're outside that, there we are. Tracking disruption over. Hopefully for the last time in this mission. Oh, can we get 4 for 4? No, we missed one. Ah, dang it, oh well. One-shotted 3 of the frigates, and there's number 4. Let's just get rid of these towers, because gun turrets annoy me. Take 3 towers, these are going to take a little while to kill. Or maybe not. Okay, 3 Beast Lords and a Plague Lord. I'm going to guess that the Plague Lord is a trigger of some sort. Even though this is only an in-gate to a mission. So I'm not expecting reinforcements. Though I probably should, because it's an epic arc. Well, that guy didn't trigger anything, so I think it probably is going to be the Plague Lord. If indeed there is another wave. Now, is this room 1 or is this room 0.5? Not sure. Right, one more ship to get rid of. Oh, reinforcements. So let's lock up the frigates. They haven't spotted us yet. Let's just reload the guns whilst we lock them up. It's going to take about the same length of time. Now they've spotted us, that's good. Again, these are elite frigates with elite resistances. But they are on direct approach, so they're not going to last very long. Okay, we had 3 Centus Overlords and a Centus Dark Lord to get rid of after these frigates. So I think we're going to do the Overlords first, and the Dark Lord last. We'll do the one that's closest. Right, one more ship to get rid of, and then we'll see whether or not that's the end of this first room. Right, that's the end of that room, that's good. As soon as Bastion's finished, we'll pop micro jump drive, then we'll sit on the gate until the micro jump drive has cooled down, because we might need to use it again straight away. You know how these things go. But luckily, because we're a Marauder, the cooldown on micro jump drives is only like 50 seconds instead of 3 minutes, so it's not going to take too long. Yeah, 55 seconds, jolly good. And we've landed right on the gate, which is nice.
Warp drive active.
Alright, let's get into room 2. Is this room 1? Is it a room, or is it just an entrance gate? Don't know. We'll call it room 0.5. On to room 1 proper. I'm expecting to be dumped into a big ball of bad guys, because that's how acceleration gates work, and indeed that is what has happened. And we're at a really annoying range, so let's just pop Bastion where we are. There's 2 newt towers there, they need to die. But I'd rather get rid of the frigates first, and then the 2 newt towers. Because I do not want these frigates to track and disrupt me. Oh, not quite. Almost got rid of them all. I've target locked the wrong towers, so that's a little bit annoying. Right, let's get rid of these neuting towers because they're going to annoy me. We're at a really difficult range. If we were to go straight ahead and pop micro jump drive, we'd be 165 away, and that's too far. We're only 57 away from the gate, so I think I might kind of go up and a little bit towards the gate. And then pop. Right, let's just turn Bastion off. As soon as the cycle's finished, we'll kind of do a bit of triangulation. Not quite go straight up, but straight up and back a little bit. So we should hopefully arrive 100 kilometers. Okay, Bastion's finished. Let's go this way. Kinda up and a little bit towards the gate. Right, let's see. Micro jump drive, we'll just reload our guns as we go. And hope we're about 100 from the gate. It's not really worked out all that well, has it? Oh well. We're further away from the ships than we were, and we're not that far away from the gate. Okay. Should have gone more up than backwards. Because now when we micro jump drive towards the gate, we're going to overshoot by quite a significant amount. Which is not the best of results. Okay, more bad guys. It's lots of battle cruisers and 3 more battleships, so the battle cruisers will be the first things to die. Because they're nice and squishy. There we go, that's good. Due to my poor positioning, the range isn't exactly what I would want it to be. Ideally they'd be a little bit further away than they are. Okay, that's got rid of the battle cruisers. Beast Lord last. We'll do the Plague Lords. I'm expecting there to be lots of waves in all the rooms, so we'll try and work out what the trigger ship is, and I think it's going to be the Beast Lord. Okay, so if we were to turn Bastion off, go this way. Kind of backwards and downwards a little bit. Then micro jump. Hopefully, when we land, we'll now be 100 kilometers from the gate. 61 again. Oh man, my trigonometry is appalling in this mission so far. Absolutely appalling. The initial ones are here. This reinforcement group is here. If the next one is here, we're going to be in trouble. Because our micro jump drive still needs 21 seconds to cool down. And Bastion obviously has a 30-second cycle as well. This could go wrong. This has not gone well. Okay. That was the end of the bad guys. That's quite a good thing. Not very many waves in this room, was there? Just the 2. Oh, that's fine. We're only 15 kilometers from the gate. By the time we slow boat in, the MJD will be ready to go again.
Warp drive active.
Right, let's have a look at room 2, or room 3 if you count. The entrance lobby is room 1. Again, we're expecting to be dumped into a big load of bad guys. Let's see. That's a lot of red on the screen, and we're right in the middle of them, so let's just go straight ahead. Pop micro jump drive and get out of here. They're trying to warp scram us and we're being muted. Come on, jump drive, let's go. Okay, Bastion. I'm going to get rid of these cruisers because I believe the cruisers are things that are going to track and disrupt us if we let them get too close. Okay, these are loyal cruisers, so these are elite. Yep. So they definitely do E-War. There is a single energy neutralizing tower back there. I'm just going to take the time to get that off the field. I like having capacitor, so that can go away. Then we'll do whichever one of the elite cruisers is closest, and then we'll get rid of the frigates at the back. I'm going to turn my shield booster off for a while until this newt tower goes down. It's taking a good long while. Right, good. Dead. Our cap will recover very quickly. Right, shield boost back on. Shields back to maximum instantly. Yeah, the frigates are getting pretty close. Well, I forgot to target the frigate, so while we're waiting, we'll just destroy another cruiser, I think. Worked out just about right. Oh, nice, one-shotted all the frigates. That's cleared things up. Right, let's get these battle cruisers next. No. I think I'm going to get rid of these other two towers at the back, right? Because I'm expecting lots of waves, and I'd rather not be being shot by towers all the while. So let's go to optimal range script and just smash these towers. They are Tech 3s, so I was going to say they're going to take some killing, but that one disappeared in 3 shots. Artillery's nice when it hits. It's frustrating when it doesn't. Okay, now we can smash battle cruisers. Okay, there's 3 Plague Lords and a Beast Lord, so I'm assuming the Beast Lord's going to be the trigger. Of course, as soon as I say that, it turns out that the battle cruisers were the trigger, because of course they were. So let's get rid of the 3 Plague Lords that were from the first group, and then we'll get rid of these elite frigates, and then we'll get rid of the battleships. Sounds like a good plan, so we're going to put it into action. Okay, the Beast Lord is finally got within range to get a tracking disrupt on us, so he has to die next. Okay, so it seems that the range on their tracking disruptors is somewhere around 50 to 60 kilometers. Right, let's keep that in the back of our brain. If anything gets anywhere close to like 60, we need to get rid of it. Which means that other Plague Lord. Good, that's him dead. I should have reloaded before I opened fire. Oh well. Then the frigates, then the other lot of battleships.
A module has run out
Overlords
of charges.
first.
A module has run out of charges.
And then the Dark Lord.
A module has run out of charges.
I know.
A module has run out of charges.
Oh, okay. Turns out that battleship was the trigger for the next group. Okay, there's quite a lot of red on the field. Let's just get rid of all these frigates. We still have 3 battleships in the previous group. Right, let's target all the other frigates. I'd rather get all the frigates off the field right now, because they'll be faster at getting into range to do nasty things to us. No, boo, we're missing. No, we're not. There we go. And let's wipe out the battleships in the previous group, which are all still alive. Strange triggers in this mission. Very strange indeed. I think battle cruisers spawned this lot, and then when we killed the frigates it spawned this lot. Very strange. But then if everything was predictable, it'd be very, very boring. I'm gonna say I'm not a huge fan of the new weapon sounds. These are the biggest artillery weapons you can get, and it sounds like a silenced rifle. I mean, it's not all that inspiring, really, is it? Not the most inspiring of sounds. Right, we'll do the 2 tyrants, then the other dreadlord. Just rearrange them like so. I wonder how many more rooms are in this mission. It is an epic arc, so it could be like 7. I wonder if there's any more enemies after this lot in this room. I should remind myself to reload after this guy dies, because there's not enough rounds left in the guns to kill the next one. Well, we've met our first neutralising towers of the arc in this mission. 2 in one room, 1 in this room. We managed to get ourselves in range to smash them, so they were never a huge problem. They weren't draining all that much. The cap battery is reducing how much they drain by 25%, but I think their cycle time was fairly fast. It's like 75 per cycle. I mean, it soon adds up. And I think we've got enough shield buffer to last. I mean, if we can turn the shield booster off to save lots of cap whilst we're killing the newt towers. Okay, that's that room done. Jolly good show. So let's just approach the gate, reload the guns, micro jump drive. And we should land right on the gate. Nice. So again, we'll wait for the micro jump drives to cool down, because we're very probably going to have to activate it as soon as we land in the next room. It seems to be directly above this one. Alright, let's go.
Warp drive active.
How many enemies are there? Quite a few, and there's some Amarr faction ships here. That's strange. What are they doing here? Cool looking sight. Let's just zip away before they realise we're here. And we're gone. Okay, something has aggressed us. This Imperial Templar Tamir. Not elite. Now these faction ships, they'll all drop something. They'll all drop these dog tags, which can be worth quite a lot on the market, but I don't think I can be bothered to loot them. Having said that, they are pretty much exactly 100 kilometers away. Maybe I will take the time to micro jump drive down there and pick up all these tags from these Imperial ships. That may be a good idea, just for a little bit of extra ISK, without too much extra effort. Well, these are not Sansha, these are Amarr Empire. So there seems to be some sort of accommodation between an element of the Amarr Empire and the Sansha Nation pirates. I'm sure we'll get to the bottom of that during this epic arc. Because these guys have no bounty, so all the value in them is in their tags. And some of the tags can be worth quite a lot. Still no Sanchas. But at least there's no newt towers in this room, and no acceleration gates, so this is the final room. Of course, we were sent here to kill the Sansha commander, so he's going to show up at some point. Will he run away again? Is this what this epic arc is? Just us chasing this one commander across the galaxy? Or will we actually get a chance to kill him in this mission? Let's find out. Okay, that's quite a lot of ships. Where are they? Okay, they're over here. Oh, and there's some over here. Okay, we're trapped between two groups. They're all Imperial again. That means more tags. If we're lucky, all three groups will be 100 kilometers away from each other, as well as being 100 kilometers from us. Just thinking ahead to looting. If indeed I'm gonna loot, I'm kind of thinking not now. There's a lot of tags here. Still no Sansha ships. So I don't know what is going on. Gonna have to reload as soon as this guy dies. Okay, this guy seems to be on direct approach, so let's get rid of him. He makes me nervous. Come on, gun, finish your cycle. There we are. And then we'll do this other one. Not elite, but he is on direct approach. He's not firing yet. And that makes me very nervous. That makes me think energy neutralizer. So let's just get rid of these two guys. Actually, this guy, the Templar Dominator in an apocalypse. Because I don't run very many missions against empires, I'm unfamiliar with the names of these ships. I don't know which ones are a threat and which ones are not. Because there's no bounty payment on them to guide you. Right, let's get rid of these three Iltaras, and then we'll do the two Toras up here. I kind of want to loot this pocket, but there's like too many wrecks and I can't really be bothered. Considering we're not getting any bounty from this room yet, I'm thinking I might. It looks like there's a decent amount of distance between this lot and this lot, because we're 100 from them here. It looks like they might just be 100, and then it'll be 100 to this other lot. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. So you can just micro jump drive around and pick up all the tags, because we do have two tractor beams on this ship. It would be nice to earn some money from this final pocket. As I said, these tags can be worth an awful lot of money. Millions each. Which ones drop is somewhat randomised. Still no Sansha ships. Still no sign of the Sansha commander, so I think this final room might take me about an hour. We shall see. Oh look, more Imperial ships. What? I'm definitely looting this room then. I'm not going to go back into all the other rooms because that'll just be normal trash loot from level 4. I'm not doing that. This room though, I will. Let's get rid of these destroyers just because they're annoying. Goodbye, goodbye, and goodbye. Right, let's smash this final Torah, and then we'll get the 2 phalanxes, and then the 2 martyrs. Still no Sansha ships. No sign of the Sansha commander we were sent here to kill. There's been no pop-ups, no messages in local, so I don't know why there are a lot of Amarr ships here. No idea. Should have reloaded before I opened fire. Bit of a mistake there.
A module has run out of charges.
Yes, I know.
A module has run out of charges. A module has run out of charges.
One more ship before what we're hoping is just the Sansha commander. And not a massive ball of Sanshas. Mind you, I wouldn't mind some more bounty payments. Let's see what happens when this martyr explodes. And nothing. Okay, apparently we can complete this mission remotely. I can't believe the commander got away again. Who was flying those Amarr ships? And where did that gate come from? What gate? What are you talking about? I'm assuming that something's broken and the commander was supposed to spawn in here and go through some sort of gate to escape, but he never showed up at all. No idea what he's talking about. Let's request this mission. Okay, this seems to be the end of us working for this particular agent because he wants to send us to the next one who is 6 jumps away. He says, we need to get to the bottom of this. These Amarr ships came from somewhere and from someone. I can't do the legwork myself. My MOI clearance can open a lot of doors, but there's too much red tape for me to jump through. You, however, can do what I can't. You can break this thing wide open. We need to talk to someone with both a knowledge of the Sansha and with local connections. Luckily, I have just such a contact, Aralin Jick. So, we will be paid 1 million ISK and another 1.1 million if we get 6 jumps within 6 hours. But for now, I am going to go and loot all this stuff, and then we'll bring this video to an end because we have been going for quite some time. I think we've done an entire chapter of the epic arc in the first video, and when we meet again I'll give you the results of what we got from this room, and then we'll go 6 jumps. Until we meet again, do look after yourself, and I will talk to you again very, very soon.